You've done too much too young. Now you're married with a kid when you could be having fun with me. Now you're chained to the kitchen, making currant buns for tea. Now you're chained to the bedroom, watching programs on TV. So not everybody believes that you should space out all the fun you have in life and not just do everything in your younger years. But your younger years are when you have your most fun. You're freed from all the stresses in life, all the workloads that come with the job, and trying to make a name for yourself in your career and balance that with a family life as you mature as an adult. There are just so many other responsibilities that take away from the opportunity to have fun. Bills need to be paid. But the interracial UK ska band, The Specials, didn't feel that way. They felt that if you rush into things too early and too young, it's not fun anymore. Maybe so when you try to balance married life with bringing up a child. In the case of a music career and profession, you can take your own sweet time because musical creativity doesn't stop or doesn't get any less as you mature. When you're so young, yes, you may have more doses and sparks of creativity musically than you do when you mature or when you become a veteran. That doesn't mean your musical creativity is any less just because you've grown old. Balancing old and young with the responsibility of rocking out for a cause certainly brings together many up-and-coming and established veteran acts in the Chicago original punk rock scene. And it certainly will tonight. I'm on my way to Tivoli Bowl in Downers Grove for the Ed and Jan Kost Cancer Benefit Show as local punk rockers Space Age Zeros, Exit 122, Jeff Palmer, and Death And Memphis come together as a way of emphasizing fuck cancer. Music certainly can heal what ails you. It may not be able to heal a diagnosed, inevitable form of cancer, but it can make the pain a little more tolerable, and by focusing your mind on music and its messages, you certainly can chill out. I will be talking to Death and Memphis. They have a crossover member. Guitarist Steve Custer is better known as Steev Zero, also guitarist for Space Age Zeros, both bands playing here tonight. Steve is actually playing his last gig in Space Age Zeros and will devote his time totally to Death and Memphis, a band who has had the same 5 original members since it began in 2014, including guitarist and singer Paul Garcia. There's been no replacements or substitutes or new members since then. Speaking of replacements, the Minneapolis-based punk-turned-alternative rock band is where Death and Memphis got their name. From the line in Alex Chilton, off the Replacement's 5th album, Pleased to Meet Me, from the spring of 1987, came the line, If You Died in Memphis, That'd Be Cool, in describing the former singer of the legendary 60s pop band The Box Tops and the singer and founding member of the obscure, yet also legendary veteran power pop band Big Star. So I'll find out about the origin of Death and Memphis name and about their involvement in the Ed and Jan Kost Cancer Benefit Show at Tivoli Bowl. There's not death going on in downstate Rantoul, but something eerie, scary. There's the death of a relationship and marriage involved, with no future opportunity to raise a kid or to have fun doing it. Tractor Boy will tell us all about what sinister goings-on is happening downstate in their brand new single. A young woman experiences constant stalking and a horrifying opportunity to get away from her attacker. That was the opening premise of the brand new full-length album from Central Disorder, Eradication. Central Disorder brought the moshing masses to order. In their album release show, which happened 9 years ago this week at Sullivan's in Midlothian, and we'll rock back to that. Local Loft, episode 414. Sometimes you must experience too much of life at too young an age. You never know when you're going to go. But the young and old of the original Chicagoland metal, punk, alternative rock, and power pop scene, and are rocking alive and well with every episode of this podcast. I've just arrived in downtown Downers Grove, which is a slushy, snowy mess, on my way to the Cancer Benefit Show and my talk with Death and Memphis.
What's up? Been a minute. Back at practice, knocking off the cobwebs, writing some new material. So yeah, we're writing some new shit, and hopefully we'll see you have a fun at your Super Bowl party.
I would say a lot of your songs on The Time Between Dog and Wolf. While they start off with gloomy lyrics and maybe a negative kind of downer atmosphere, you have, in the end, on all songs, a very positive outlook. Like, you can come out of this, you can kick ass, you can get whatever's in your way and kick it to the curb, so to speak.
Maybe romanticize the gloom, because there is always that positive. I mean, the gloom comes and it makes the positive at the end, it makes it just feel that much better because you got through it.
Steve, I want to talk to you about how you've been with Death And Memphis a little longer than Space Age Zero, so how did you make that crossover to both bands?
I think I got the opportunity to play in Space Age Zeros, and they were looking to do a little bit more poppy stuff. And really, like, when I started it, I was concerned that my schedule was going to be too much, because Death And Memphis is really like my primary focus. But you know, I decided, you know, maybe something slightly different would be fun for a while, and so I just jumped in there.
Well, Paul, last week I did play Not Fade Away on Local Loft 413, and I did mention that the origin of the band's name coming from a very particular pop punk band, alternative rock band out of Minneapolis. Yes. The Replacements. So one day you were just listening to Pleased to Meet Me, and you heard the song Alex Chilton, and the line, if he died in Memphis, that'd be cool. That's where you got the name from?
Yes, that's it. Yeah, maybe that's how it happened, but yes, that's definitely where the line came from. It was always like we were kicking around ideas for the name when we started the thing, and I just thought, if we died in Memphis, that'd be cool, babe. It was just too long. So it became Death In Memphis.
Well, I must say, you guys come alive with every show here. What do you say would be the distinguishing musical characteristic of Death In Memphis?
Guitar playing by a landslide. By a landslide.
What was the question again? No. I don't know. I don't know if there is one particular thing. For me, like, this has been, like, making music has always been. I do write songs on my own, but I tend to just have an idea and then bring in these guys and what are they going to do with it too, and then we all just kind of. So I don't think there's really one aspect I can say that brings it. You know,
I would say their strongest suit is the collaboration. We come with an idea and we all put our 2 cents in there. We hash it out. I think as a whole, that's our strongest suit.
Alone and in the dark and wishing that you
Well, it's been a while since this second EP, LP. It's a full length, Time Between Dog and Wolf. So have you given any consideration as to what the next Death in Memphis record's going to sound like? Is it going to be different? Is it going to be the same?
It's going to be, with like the kind of the whole, the premise of Death in Memphis from the very beginning has always been, let's not make a record of a certain genre, so to speak. I mean, we are rooted in punk rock, so we're a punk rock band. But other than that, it was always like, let's make an album that sounds like the greatest playlist. It's like all the cool other music that you listen to with side punk and punk just mixed together that makes you feel a certain way as you get to the end of that thing. That's been always been our goal to writing a record. Which is kind of, Time Between Dog and Wolf isn't exactly as long as Exhausted, but I think it kind of plays into that too. It's the same, it's got a little taste of something, not for everybody, but definitely for others. Dave likes to say we're punk rock adjacent.
Yeah, we're punk rock adjacent.
See, he likes to say it.
I do like to say it.
Well, punk goes into so many different subgenres,
Yes,
so I can see where the adjacent is coming from.
Yeah, I mean, it's always weird because, like, when people ask me, like, I got some work buddies here, which I was kind of surprised that they came. It's awesome. And but like, you tell people, like, well, they say, what kind of music you play? And I'm like, I don't know. You say punk rock, but I know as soon as I say punk rock, this guy's going to think I sound like Green Day, and this guy's going to think I sound like the UK Subs. Like, so it's like, I don't really sound like either of those. So it's, it's like punk rock is, like you say, it's wide.
That's a pretty wide.
Yeah, and you're talking UK Subs and Green Day, two bands who continually change their sound.
Yeah.
UK Subs, the Endangered Species album, for example, in '82, they got more melodic, they got more progressive. It certainly wasn't three-chord, aggressive, anarchic punk like it was on another kind of blues record in '79.
Right.
I think any great band needs to do that. You grow as musicians and you grow as a group. And so, and I think as we get older, we start to broaden our horizons even more. Not like trying to hold ourselves.
Definitely comes
we don't ever go in and go, and we're going to do another punk rock record. Like, it's pretty open.
Look at the Clash, how they radically changed from London Calling to Sandinista, and then Cut the Crap was it for them. Well, you guys certainly have a lot of piss and vinegar in you, and a nice creativity, no matter how you spin off from your original sound. And it's not a sound that can be nailed down into one specific genre here, but it's certainly very alive and very kicking. I want to thank Paul, and I want to thank Steve, and also
Dave. I play drums.
Dave, the drummer from Death in Memphis. They are here tonight at the Ed and Jan Kost Cancer Benefit, show that was rescheduled from back in November. But it's on here tonight at Tivoli Bowl. The runaround just got done, and Steve and Space Zeros are going to be up next. And then Death in Memphis, Exit 122, and Greg Palmer from the Queers also. It's legendary, and it's also today. For more on Death in Memphis' music, you can go to their Facebook page. Guys, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We are But hey, these old ladies are lucky enough to have a lot of younger people here with us. This song was written about our daughters, those of us that have been in this band.
This is Nathan.
Jason.
And we're with the Space Age Zeros, and we're rocking out with Tim Lamping from Local Loft.
Once again, you miss the boat, and you're stranded on the shore, and you find out that what you had was never yours at all. Friends and lovers that you knew so well will never take your calls. So, you blame the weather. Or in this case, you blame the weather girl. And certainly the blame was placed by Space Age Zeros on she, who did that cheesy, overblown hip-hop dance during a New Year's Eve countdown on her respective network station, the one Disney owns. Hint, hint, Cheryl Scott. Yes, Nathan and Steev Zero of Space Age Zeros once told me how that came about. So Cheryl Scott is not their favorite weather person, or weather girl, or certified meteorologist, or so the story goes. But you couldn't blame the weather last night for a second time for snowing out the festivities at the Ed and Jan Kost Cancer Benefit Show at Tivoli Bowl. There was a heavy accumulation of local punk and pop punk bands all over the stage. People weren't sliding and slipping, but pogoing. Maybe there was electric slide involved, but that's not one where you lose your footing and could almost break an arm or cause a severe head injury when you land on your back or ass. And Steev Zero, or Steve Custer as he's more officially known, can't blame the weather for his need to move on from Space Age Zeros. Steve still is in Death And Memphis, the first band he co-founded, and you heard from Steve Custer and Paul Garcia and drummer Ed last night as they were the fourth band to take the stage at Tivoli Bowl. What a great night for a great cause. Fuck cancer indeed. If only Bob Weir had said that last July when he was diagnosed with cancer. Actually, he did say fuck cancer because he beat it. But then again, the after effects of it, lung issues from cancer, is what sent Bob on a fare thee well journey to that big Grateful Dead concert gig in the sky with Jerry Garcia, Ron Pigpen McKernman, Donna Jean Godchow, dead backing singer who passed away last year, and Phil Lesh the year before. We're not here to talk about the Grateful Dead totally, however. But there's not too many people who would be grateful for a dead incident in downstate Rantoul. And Tractor Boy's here to tell you about it. I talked to singer Steve Bradshaw outside of Goat Village during Goat Fest last May in Norwich. They have a lot of stories to tell about how your father was right about aliens invading the Earth's soil supply and poisoning it. There's such a thing as partying too hard, and this is near a well-known college town, Rantoul, just south of Champaign. It's the first single from Tractor Boy's second full-length album, Midwest Loud, which is due out next month. Carnage in Rantoul. It's Tractor Boy on Local Loft.
You guys are like-minded, and they are just a power bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tractor Boy.
Your uncle was right! Me!
This is the Tractor Boy U.K. Albano, and the past years and shirts. Here's the talking about music at the bar. Mike is still one gun. No. It might be.
I hate the phrase "Make America Great Again" because I don't know. I did 20 years in the Army. Like, fuck you, this country's great. I can tell you this is the best country I've ever been in, despite the shit that's going on today. And so I was like, just make it America. Like, if we could just go back to the days where we would hang out in our garages and listen to, Van Halen and drink beer. Like, that's where we need to be.
done too much too young. Now you're chained to the kitchen, watching programs on TV. TV in excess is not always a good thing, no matter how old or young you are. I was often told, watching too much television will rot your brain, and get back from that TV before you go blind. TV Weekly, an insignificant printed newspaper television lineup you read once and throw away like garbage. TV itself, you can throw it away like garbage. Just so much fake news, so much politically driven stuff. If only you could bottle it up and just toss it in the circular file, as they used to call it back in high school. TV Weekly, from Disrobe. Don't know if any video accompaniments will accompany them. No big flat screens, no 4K images. 4K? That's already passé. How about 8K and 12K? You seen YouTube and those wilderness and wildlife and marine and aqua animal videos, creature videos lately? Ones of jellyfish who look like they could go over the teeth and through the gums and look out stomach. Disrobe will be fully clothed in plain punk rock tacos. First 2026 show, Friday night, January 23rd. Along with Claude Toe and Tracy Trouble. Go to Disrobe's Facebook page for Punk Rock Tacos for more about it. Disrobe recently capped off the year 2025 by being one of 9 bands to rock 2 stages at Macabre's Holiday of Horror 2 days after Christmas at Reggie's. For 3/4 of it, it was pretty weak TV, or should we say weekly. Then somehow, those cardiac bears did the complete 360 and graded the Green Bay Packers to no more than cheese dust. So the Bears are going on in the divisional round of the NFC to play the LA Rams. It's 1986, divisional playoffs all over again. Happy 40th anniversary. On a frigid cold day at historic Old Soldier Field, right? 24-0. M&R Rush has put together the winning combination. Depending on how much you want to chow down on ram meat, watch out, Matthew Stafford. This one's become an unofficial Bears theme. Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams better get an earful of it. M&R Rush's latest single, You Don't Want to Mess with a Hungry Bear, on Local Loft.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reach for the stars. The new release from Chicago's own M&R Rush.
Rock and roll, Chicago! Get ready to rock to M&R Rush!
Don't wanna mess with a hungry bear.
It's 3 in the morning, bottles on the floor, white noise from the TV. I'm staring at the door. Your body is poison, your lips are ecstasy. No, I shouldn't want you, but I need you all over me. I miss that cigarette smoke caressing your silhouette. I may have lost you, but you have not found me yet. And I'm going crazy. Hours bleed into days, still locked in this dark room, still swept up in your haze. How can I deny you every time you call my name? I know I should've missed you, baby, but this feeling just won't go away. And I'm going crazy.
Checking into a familiar blues rock groove with Sonic Motel. While the band bills themselves as a sophisticated progressive alternative rock band who conjures up musical images and a similar melodic punk pop sound reminiscent of Green Day, it's more like Black Crowes on the menu, I would say. Fill the vacancy of a spot on Sonic Motel's ever-growing fan base. Wednesday night, January 21st at Reggie's Rock Club. Go to reggieslive.com to book your reservation. Creating a sonic progressive rock sludge sound that's part rock opera and part metal, Joliet's Desona certainly made a name for themselves and stood out in the crowd after releasing their extensive, self-titled full-length debut album back in the summer of 2013. I did have Desona on the Cat 1055 back then on Homegrown Tones. They've come a long way in a 13-year run together. The results nowadays are a little more radio-friendly, a little less on the operatic. Melodic hard rock acts like Seether, Sick Puppies, and even Nickelback come to mind. The multi-range operatic voice of Matt Motto is still out front and center, but a little less of that operatic, emotional, and passionate delivery to Matt's voice. A certainly more melodic and radio-friendly sound. Of course, they were quite radio-friendly back on the Cat 1055 in 2013. I think of Devin Townsend, for the most part, when I think of the early days and the early beginnings of Desona. Not so much nowadays. Just 3 years ago, however, this one certainly would qualify as rock opera. Its images are quite biblical and religious. Maybe it took inspiration from that Catholic and Christian short story form known as Parable. The Prodigal Son. It's Joliet's Desona on Local Loft.
Today marks the highly anticipated release of the Nexus 6, the new flagship replicant model from Tyrell Corporation. The dawn of an exciting new era.
Vitals appear to be in good standing. Drop the inhibitors. Wake him up. Open your eyes, boy, and tell me what you see. Rise.
When does an eternity not seem like an eternity? When you announce an early retirement. But all retirements are subject to do-over. In the case of Joliet hardcore metal band Next to Eternity, their retirement wasn't final. It wasn't the end-all be-all. Book of the Dead, Next to Eternity's third full-length album, released February 20th, and the day after, a headline show in their hometown at the Forge in Joliet, Rockford's Reckless Redemption. Among the Waves is the first blistering single from it, released back in August. For more about it, you can go to Next to Eternity's Facebook page. Create musical memories that last an eternity. Even when some retire from their chosen profession, they'll still be listening to you rock on. Get me Tim Lamping your music, MP3 wave or FLAC, or a CD, vinyl LP, cassette, reel-to-reel tape. TimLamp1 at yahoo.com, timcatdj@gmail.com. Send me an email, I'll send you a mailing address before you send me any physical stuff. Download every episode of Local Loft on podbean.com. Stream it on YouTube or the Podbean app. I sure wish this band would come out of retirement. 7 years ago, they gave one hell of a released show for their biggest album yet, Eradication. Unfortunately, the title of that album did spell eradication for central disorder. Since then, Rob Torpedo Pito and the band have not really rocked on and created another masterpiece. A masterpiece which kicked off with a horrifying tale of stalking. The female protagonist conquers her attacker. A female protagonist who also is part of a band who pretty much is in a state of retirement now. Vicious Attack. Cecile Negron was their one-time screamy, raspy female lead singer. She contributes a guest spoken word narration on the opening of Eradication. I dropped in on the Eradication release show at Sullivan's in Midlothian 7 years ago this week. We rock back to it.
I'm a survivor, at least for now. If anyone can hear me, please respond.
All those who fear will survive.
Guys, thank you guys so much. Fucking awesome. This is called Steev Zero.
Win this.
Okay, it's not necessarily a total death metal project. The title, Eradication, kind of offsets the fact that Central Disorder hasn't really died. They've just gone away for a long while, but they're back in a big way. This full-length CD is, well, it's the first full-length for the band. It's headed up by Torpedo, Rob Tito. I wouldn't say it's a total death metal record here, but you can definitely hear the hints, or read the hints, of course. Kill all the liars, kill all the sinners. This is When We Die, Eradication. Just a couple of examples there. But I'm going to get it from Rob himself about the whole project. Rob, I can almost see the movie being made here of Eradication.
Oh yeah.
If only because of the first track.
Absolutely.
That opening kind of dramatization, so to speak, where it's called The Descent.
Yes.
But you have a young lady, a girl calling out for help.
Our good friend Cecilia. She used to be the lead singer of Vicious Attack.
I do remember that band quite well, yeah.
Yes. So they're a Chicago metal band. They're still going. Cecilia no longer does it. But the football game's on here, so people are getting amped.
A lot of Patriots fans.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask.
Cecilia, I wrote the whole intro, and Cecilia said she would read it for us, and we put her first up on the album.
Well, it's kind of a modern day version of When a Stranger Calls. I'm just waiting for somebody to ask her, have you checked the children? I don't know if there's going to be a Eradication Central Disorder in the movie, but like I said, if there is one, you're going to write the screenplay for it.
That sounds fine. That's all right with me.
Well, this has taken you quite a long time. It took you a year to record, but it's been close to 6 years since you last put out a record, and that was your EP, your self-titled EP. Your debut release, The Awakening, that came out almost 11 years ago.
Yes.
So why did you feel after all this time the time was right to finally reemerge?
Well, to us, we never went away. We had some issues that we had to resolve, Derek wanted to take over on guitar duties, and he showed me some of the songs he had written, and I was just blown away. And that's a lot of what you hear on this record. He played me the early demos of that, and I said, yeah, switch. You know, we'll find some other guys. And we had to find our drummer, Bobby, who is currently 19. Well, I think he just turned 20 last month.
Well, believe me, I've learned, even in the local music scene, it's best to start out young. And I've had a lot of bands on the show, maybe a band you remember called Delightful Downfall.
Yeah.
They were 17, 18, 19 when they first, and they're from this area just like you.
Yeah.
And Steve Eldridge now is a big-time producer, so you got to start out young.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we restructured. So Bobby McCarthy is our drummer now. We brought in Aaron Fedor.
Aaron is
Aaron.
Aaron is listed in the Facebook credits. Here.
Like if you've ever seen Key and Peele, and he says Aaron, so that's Aaron's nickname. But then we brought in Mike from Vicious Attack, and he's been a good friend of mine for the past 11 years. So the timing was right. He came in, played the songs, and we got to work on finishing up this record. And I mean, Joe Tiberi at Apotheca Studios out in Batavia, he went to town on this thing. The recording just phenomenal.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
This production is just very meticulous. It's very detailed for a metal record.
Yeah, I mean, it took us a year to record, start to finish. I know that sounds like a long time, but it's like we weren't in the studio every week. We had to work around some scheduling. Our guitar player Derek just became a daddy. I'm really happy for him. He loves his little boy, and we were working around his schedule change, and we finally got it out. It took a year, but couldn't be better. Couldn't be better.
This empty barren wasteland underneath the toxic sky.
stage, do you think this will be difficult to pull a lot of these songs off, given the very high production quality of the album?
We do it every night, baby. We do it every single night. We rehearse and rehearse, and we make sure it's as best as they're going to be and as best as we can play them every single time we go up on stage. We are working on, we do have some songs on here with maybe layered guitars for some extra harmonies and stuff. We're working on setting it up where we can have that in a foot pedal, in a pre-recorded thing, so at least you'll get the harmonies as well when you come to see us live.
Well, it's just mind-blowing, and also mind-blowing what stands out is your vocal. Definitely a clean vocal for someone who screams his head off quite a lot and does it to the point of almost going totally hoarse, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, I mean, it took practice. It took a lot of practice to get my voice up to where it's at, but every time I go up, I warm up beforehand, and I go up, I do my thing, and I feel fine. I feel great nowadays. We've been playing this all of 2018. Every show we played almost an hour every time. So we're going to play an hour, more than an hour tonight, and I couldn't be more excited. My voice is real strong, and I'm ready to go.
Well, you certainly have come a long way since you guys opened for the likes of Mushroom Head. Just taking a look at some of your biography here. Fear Factory, Sepultura, Soulfly, Lazarus AD, Soil, Chicago's own. So you're definitely your own headlining act, but you've been that way ever since you started. Just incredible stuff here, Rob, and I imagine there's going to be more to come. You probably have already a sequel to Eradication plan in your head, and if you don't, it's to be forthcoming shortly. But thank you for taking the time to tell us what it's all about and what went into the making of it. And tonight, Central Disorder is going to blow minds. They're not only going to melt faces in here in Cheers Pub.
About 10 degrees.
They're going to melt the snow and ice and all that shit slop outside too. So Mother Nature can bring all the lake effect snow she wants. Central Disorder will melt it away in mere seconds with the snap of a finger. Well, Rob, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Tim.
There's more to come here too, folks. Central Disorder, speaking of warmer weather ahead, is already looking forward to perhaps playing Midwest Spring Fest. It's the annual big shindig event of local metal bands. It happens at Penny Road Pub in Barrington Hills. Going to be in April, and Central Disorder is counting on your vote to get them on the list. I know Black in the Day is currently the vote leader, but go and vote for CD. You can do that on their Facebook page.
On Facebook, all that.
They have a Twitter, which is at Central Disorder.
Twitter, Instagram, we're on the Spotify and all the...
Bandcamp, centraldisorder.bandcamp.com, where you can find this whole album.
Merch.
Definitely a lot of merch too.
We have a huge Valentine's Day show over at the Forge. We're opening for Soulfly. We have tickets available, discount price. So just shoot us a message. Soulfly, Cataclysm, us, Insight. I can't think of the other band that's on there, but it's awesome. Architects of Ruin, who's another local band.
You're going to be among some pretty big names there. Well, Rob, the rock's about to start here, and the headbangs will be flying fast and furious. So again, thank you for telling us what this is all about. And the Eradication CD is something to really be proud of, the way this thing has gotten rave reviews and really taken off. Congrats to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tim. Always love it.